As a CISO, what do you look at before bringing on a new tool set? What kind of questions do you ask your staff or to ensure you're bringing the right tool sets on as a CISO?
Yeah, all of the general vendor management and procurement type questions, how well is it maintained and supported? What kind of escalation points do we have? How easy is it to find personnel to be able to support it in-house? As much as possible, I mean, there are certain pieces that I am okay with outsourcing, but at the same turn, I don't want to outsource everything. I definitely want to have internal staff to be able to know our environment and what the actual repercussions of implementing a solution is, and what are we actually blocking and tackling. Where our not just we know internally what our greatest risks are to our business, and making sure that we're actually facilitating the needs of those specific pieces, and then evaluating the overall risk of that application and the vendors that may be supporting it, or the application developer team. Can we actually shift any of those risks to those other functions as well?
Awesome. Awesome. Some of the things I look at as a CISO are training costs, right? And how does it impact my risk assessment? And how is it going to impact my risk register? What do I have to add to that? Because honestly, COTS software, commercial off-the-shelf software adds risk, plain and simple. I have to train folks on how to use these tools and the tool sets. To go back to Joe, to Joe's point and Chris's point, we look at different tools to do different things. Can we integrate the tool sets? These are some of the things that I look at because of the cost factor, right? I mean, they cost money for licensing, it costs money for support every year. And to have 2 or 3 tools that maybe I'm not using to its fullest extent, before I bring a new piece of software on or new software tool set on, I try to figure out, and I ask my engineers, have we validated that we don't have this ability currently? Or is this one of those 90-10 rules, right? Where one tool set does 99% of what I need or 90% of what I need. Yeah, it's going to really stink at 10%, but there's a cost factor, right? So back to your point, Chris, that a lot of organizations look at InfoSec as a cost factor, as a cost market, or because we do not make any money. I don't care what anybody says. I do not earn money for the company. I can defer a lot of cost. I can defer a lot of risk, but I don't actually earn any cash, right? And so as a CISO, I'm always trying to think about costs, right? Trying to think how much am I going to spend in personnel? How much am I going to spend in training? How much am I going to spend in software? And how is this going to affect my other pieces of software and my budget? So those are some of the things that I look at as a CISO.